This is the thing about Capcom. They keep reiterating the same thing over and over and over again. For you guys that know about DMC, they keep reiterating the same thing over and over again. Okay, we get it for the first time. So quit telling us 50 million times what's what you're not doing and what what it is. I mean, they for like DMC, they kept talking about the white hair over and over again. They're still to this day still talking about the white hair, and to this day they're still talking about super version. Okay, you explained earlier you're not gonna. You already released one statement that you will not be making a super version or whatnot. I mean, basically what it is probably is gonna be a super version, but just had a DLC update. It's probably gonna be Super Street Fighter X Tekken Arcade Edition or AE and stuff like that or something like that. But it's probably still is going to be a super update, but it just won't be another disc. You can just download it and it'll be all on your disc. But that's stupid. It's stupid to have people pay for content that's already on the disc. And it's not justifiable, and I can care less about your not making a super edition. But that so I mean, and also like pretty much I mean, like I said, they go on to say like they gave you the Street Fighter 4 example. I mean, Super Street Fighter 4. And we also here let me a good thing about this is I mean if you guys have some of you guys might have Super Street Fighter 4 and oh never mind, scratch that. I mean say for instance if your friend has yeah arcade edition, you didn't buy Super Street Fighter, you didn't buy arcade edition. I mean yeah, and Super and arcade you can still play against each other, but your friend who has arcade, he can't use his arcade edition characters when he plays you because they obviously didn't take that into consideration. I mean, you can see the characters in action on videos and stuff like that, but you can't actually pretty much play against them. So for you tournament guys that didn't want to shell out the $15 to actually buy the DLC update for Super Street Fighter 4 Arcade Edition, you can't get the matchup knowledge that you want, like against the characters like Yun Yang, Ryu, and Oni. You can't get your matchup knowledge because they didn't want to be able. They didn't. They didn't take the time to have it where the arcade edition guys can still use their characters against you if you didn't choose to buy the arcade edition. But they sort of pretty much eliminate that with the whole thing. So for your tournament guys, I mean, you can still get your matchup knowledge, and you can still formulate strategies by um by playing against people who have the DLC if you don't want to buy the DLC.